Dr. Reitman recording at approximately 3 p.m. Waiting for a subject 1908 to gain consciousness after being given mild sedative. Looks like we have some cognitive activity here. Hello, hello. Welcome back. How are you feeling? You should be feeling, yes, quite relaxed now that we've given you that sedative. Well, you appeared to be quite anxious when you first were brought into the facility. So I do apologize for the inconvenience of holding you against your will and whatnot here, but we've sort of run out of willing participants here at Luthor Corp Research Facility into the mind. Oh, right. Anyway, forgive me. This shouldn't take too long, and we will wipe your memory clean after this event, so you shouldn't have too much trauma. I'm going to be running a series of tests on you after administering a new drug that we're working on. Like I said, we ran out of willing participants for this study, so here you are, and here I am. I don't necessarily agree with the actions conducted here at Luthor Corp Industry, but I am just, going with the motions, as ultimate research in science can sometimes not be pretty. Now, let's see here. Gonna take a look at your file. I have you here as subject with a number, but do you have a name? Listen, I understand I do, but there's not really anything I can do to help you. Now, be assured that this is going to be a pretty painless procedure. We've conducted this countless times, and you'll be leaving here alive, so that's all that really matters, right? Okay. Let's take a look here. Who am I looking at here? Just gonna look at your medical file. You were chosen, I believe, as prime candidate given your age and great health that you're in. Lucky you. Just need to make sure there's no possible variations in the genetic code that would interrupt this research that we're conducting. Okay. Looks okay. Looks good. Ready. Alright, it's all good. What I suspected it to be now. Probably wondering what it is we're about to do here. I will give you the brief information. All you need to know, and you are going to forget most of this anyway. So, as you know, we had the great meteor crash years ago, and Luthor Corp has been conducting research into the effects of said meteor rocks on inhabitants here in Smallville, Kansas. It appears that these meteor rocks and their makeup have had some extreme have caused some extreme changes to our human DNA and have essentially created a few freaks here in Smallville, you could say, right? People with supernatural extrasensory abilities that were not God-given. Okay, so we have, upon this findings, we have been doing a lot of different tests and research here using the main component from these meteorite rocks, and we have been utilizing it to formulate different pharmaceutical drugs and whatnot to see what effects they would have on said humans such as yourself. Okay, so today I'm going to be administering one of our newest drugs using, like I said, the meteorite makeup, and see what it does for you. If it enhances your senses, we'll start with testing your telepathic, hopefully, abilities that you'll receive after I administer this to you. Okay. Now, I do apologize for the restraints. I hope they are not too uncomfortable for you. I would refrain from using those names towards me, as I don't think you want me to give you another sedative and knock you out completely, because then that would have this process going for much longer than it needs to be. Okay. I also have the ability to electro shock you. Right. So let's not go there. Now I'll be giving you a drug called Special 8 here. Okay. And I am going to be giving you it by putting a drop of this on your tongue. Originally, this was done with injections into the bloodstream, but we are working on different mediums to use. And this one is supposed to accelerate and open up the dormant part of your brain to allow you to have the telepathic abilities, where you should be able to read my mind, see what I'm seeing, thinking, etc. So we'll just need your cooperation. Otherwise, I will have to use such means as that electrocution and other options. I really don't want to have to go there. No, I want this to be nice and friendly exchange. Okay, perfect. Please just open up. Open wide. Ah, good. And then just gonna do one and back. Perfect. It's gonna take a few minutes to go through your bloodstream and enter into the part of your brain that we need it to. So let me just go, what do I need here? I need to apply a few more electrodes to you so that we can see what is going on with brain activity and whatnot. Alrighty, go get that. You might feel some mild side effects as the drug enters your system, such as body temperature changes. You might feel suddenly a bit of chills or possibly fever. Possible headache or changes to your vision. Now, these effects should subside momentarily. Okay. Could really use an assistant for this, but I suppose it's not within the budget here to Luthor Corp Industries. Gotta love my boss, Lionel Luthor. Such a charitable individual, isn't he? Okay. Anywho, electrodes for you. Let's see. You already have the general setup. I see the activity of your brain here on my monitor. However, these are going to help just to get some more information. So, okay, just going to be applying that right here first off. Okay. Good. Good. And on the side here. Good. Right there. Okay. Great. Make sure they're nice and secure. Alrighty, let me just take a look at the monitor here, that everything is running as it should. Now, based on what I am seeing on the monitor, it looks like we have some rapid accelerated activity in the areas of your brain that were previously dormant, meaning that the drug has taken effect. Now, a device here, which I'm going to be looking at different images. What I need you to do is concentrate and tell me what you see. You should be able to focus in on what I am seeing with my peripheral view and see it in your own mind. Okay? Good. So, focus. Focus on what I am seeing through your own eyes. Focus. First image. Correct. It was a sunflower. Thank you. Now in this next image, I need you to really concentrate and give me details. Okay? I don't want just the subject of the image. I want colors. I want shape, etc. Okay? All right. Yes. And the color. Good. And breed. Correct. Thank you. Next image. Yes. And what is behind that? And what color is that building? Okay, thank you. Seems the drug has taken effect much quicker than the previous subject. I need to make note of that. This is what we need to see. Progress. Yes. Okay. Okay, next image now. Okay, good. Perfect, thank you. You're getting the hang of this. And next one. Okay. Great, thank you. Now we'll move on to the next portion, which is very simple. Rather, it should be. I'm going to think of a number between 1 and 1,000, and I need you to tell me what number that is. Right now. Correct, it was 77. And again. Correct, it was 172. And again. Correct, it was 55. All right. Next, I have this book. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to be reading, but obviously I'm not going to read out loud. So I'm going to read a paragraph, and I need you to then repeat that paragraph back to me after I tell you I'm ready. All right, this is testing not only your telepathic ability, but also your memory enhancement and whatnot, and even some intellectual capacities that should have been elevated upon receiving this drug. Okay. Beginning. Okay, can you please relay that back to me? Okay, excellent. Do it once more. Just want to find a good paragraph here. Okay. Okay, I'm finished. Okay, perfect. I think that is the last aspect here. Now we're going to give you a little bit more of the drug now that it's in your system and functioning, and you're not having a seizure or anything like that. So no allergic reaction, which is what we were hoping for given your medical profile. So I'm going to give you another drop of this, and we're going to see how this furthers your mental enhancements. Okay, perfect. Open wide. Should be quite an exciting experience for you, I'd say. Takes you out of the mundane, but you had no idea this was going on here in a good old Smallville. You never know. Although I'm sure you've heard the weird and wacky stories going around. Right. Pardon. Okay. So we'll give that a moment. Take some notes. CMA. Degree of change. Subject. I need to just take a look at your eyes to see if there's any change to your pupillary reaction of retina. Any physical changes to your makeup since administering this meteorite drug to you? Okay. So, very simple. Look at my finger. Okay, good. Good, focus on there. Okay, thank you. Focus on there. Mm-hmm. Good. Alright. Follow my finger. And again. Blink. Blink. Take a close look here. Okay. I'm seeing some minor changes to subjects, really reaction, and size of the viewport as exponentially. Okay. Alrighty then, friend. Thank you for that. Just making sure the electrodes are secure here. Alrighty. How are you feeling? Are you having any type of blurred vision? Mm-hmm. Are you experiencing any changes besides obviously the enhanced mental faculties and telepathic abilities? I.e., are you having enhanced sense of hearing? Okay. Are you able to see through anything, essentially x-ray vision? Okay. Well, no, it shouldn't be happening, but just checking any possible side effects with the different genetic makeups of individuals. We never know what the possible outcomes can be. There's the defined outcome, which is what we wanted, which was the telepathic abilities, and then there's the more unlikely outcomes given our day-to-day knowledge that we're getting of what the meteorite rocks effect can be. Because we're just learning as we go along. Okay. So let's take a look. Yes. Based on the readings, you should now have even more enhanced telepathic abilities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think of a location, and what it should happen is that you're going to focus in on what I'm thinking of, and it is going to actually physically appear somewhere around me, kind of look holographic. So I'm going to have you focus in on what I'm seeing and then produce this image, okay? Starting now. Okay, wow. Great. That is exactly what I was thinking of. As you see, I cannot physically touch this visual aberration of sorts that you've created. It's there, but not really there within the different quantum field. Alright, so please have that subside now with your mind. Good. Yeah, next. Alright, I'm ready. Tune into what I am thinking of. And produce this image for me, please. Great, wonderful. Quite extraordinary. The results are much greater than we anticipated. You can have that go right now, thank you. I'm going to try that once more. Yes. Okay. Wonderful. All right. Thank you so much. Well, this has been an extraordinary day. Yes, many triumphs have occurred here. Absolutely. Alright, well, I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that that is the end of our study today. Luckily for you, the drug was administered with a very mild amount of side effects, and the abilities were reached in a very short amount of time. We are going to give you another mild sedative and have you rest up for approximately 24 hours just so that we may monitor you medically and make sure that you don't have any issues arise up before we erase your memories and release you back into the wild of Smallville. Alright, well, thank you so much for being a participant, although it was not your choice, here today at Luthor Corp Research Facility. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. And I'm just going to go ahead and remove those electrodes now from you before administering the sedative. Okay. All right. Should be all of them. And before I forget, I do need to just take a sample from you that we can have run in our lab for further data analyzation. Just going to take you to a piece of your hair. Okay, great. And also need to get a swab of saliva. So please open up. Okay, good. Great. Here. Now I will be giving you the sedative. Okay. I'm just going to feel a slight injection here. And then you should be off to sleep for some time. Good. Alright.